The new Vanguard UK app is finally here, and I have it here right in my hands on my phone.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
I personally have been using Vanguard for over 6 years, and one of the most common questions I've always got is, where is the app? Why is there not an app? Because essentially every other investing platform has an app. Well, now finally, Vanguard have a new app in the UK, and that's what this whole video is going to be about. I'm first going to give you all of the details of the new app, and then I'm actually going to show you how the app looks, how it feels, how to get around it. So I'll essentially do a mini portfolio update using the actual app, which is pretty exciting. And then finally, we're going to talk about the pros and cons, in my opinion, of this new app. The app is finally here. Let's get into all the details. So this is Vanguard's website, and here are all the details. So download the Vanguard app on the App Store or Google Play. Built with our clients, low cost investing, all good stuff we know about Vanguard. It's great for low cost passive investors like myself who are investing for the long term using index funds. John here has managed to get center stage with his one-line review. So fair play to John. You're now famous wherever you're from, mate. But this is what you can actually do in the app. And there's a few points here to quickly run through. Number one, check your accounts on the move. And this is available for all the accounts that Vanguard offer, being a stocks and shares ISA, a SIP, a general investment account, and a junior ISA. It also mentions there biometric login for added security. That's essentially Face ID, and that's what I personally set up on the app. Buy or sell funds, so you can actually buy or sell funds in the app. Although a caveat there, there's no live ETF trading just yet. I don't really know why you would live ETF trade. Personally, I automate all of my investments every single month, and I think that's the way to do it. And I think on Vanguard as well, live ETF trading, you have to pay a fee. So I don't know who live trade ETFs. I would not recommend day trading full stop, let alone day trading ETFs. But if that's something you do, that isn't available yet in the app. Set up a monthly payment. This is what I'm a big fan of. I always automate all of my investments, and with Vanguard it's no different. And you can set up a monthly payment on all of the different accounts that they have available. See your transactions. And my transactions date back to 2018, 2019, and you can see all the way back as I'll be showing you in the app. Invest again in a fund. Once again, you can invest into a fund on your various accounts. And then finally, you can actually then see your portfolio performance, which I think is probably the most useful thing for people. You like having an app, going on it, seeing what your portfolio is worth, seeing how much you've hopefully made or lost. So that's probably really the key part of the app, actually seeing the value of your portfolio and also maybe setting up a monthly investment. So that's everything from Vanguard's website. And now on the side of the screen, you can actually see the process of downloading it from the App Store. I'll show you how it looks. Very easy. Type in Vanguard UK, download the app, and then the app takes a few seconds to download. Once you've actually downloaded it, you then log in with the details that you use to normally log into their website. Okay, now all of that is out of the way. Face ID, I'm in the app. So this is actually how the Vanguard app looks. It's pretty basic, but it looks very clean. Here on the overview, I can see my total portfolio value, and I can also see my stocks and shares ISA and my various other accounts below. So my general investment account has no money in, but I then also have a private pension, which has about 5 grand in. So you can see all of your accounts and yeah, essentially your gains in the pound amount. So for my stocks and shares ISA, it's 8.7k. And then also your gains in the percentage amount. For me, that's 54%. On the next part of the app, it says help. So here, there's frequently asked questions, what you can do in our new app, and tell us what you think. Not a huge amount really, but what you can do in our new app is actually quite handy. So if you click into that, and it's probably worth showing you this, it sort of summarizes what we've gone through, but you can see for every single account what you can actually do. And it's generally pretty consistent across the 4 type of accounts that Vanguard offer. So a stocks and shares ISA, you can see your details, buy and sell funds, but no ETF live trading. You can withdraw, set up monthly payment, and invest again into a fund. And I'll be showing you how to do all of that stuff in just one sec. Going back up, a SIP is essentially the same. You just can't actually withdraw or draw down any money using a SIP. So you still have to do that through the website. As you can see here, that's one thing you also can't do on the new app. But then back to a general investment account, and you can pretty much do everything yet again. And then back to a junior ISA, and you can pretty much do everything yet again. So there's a couple of limitations, but generally speaking, you can do most things that you'd need to on the new app. So that is the help section. And then finally, there's the settings section. I'll show you how it looks. Not really a huge amount of interest there. Now, if I actually go back to my overview I can actually click into my stocks and shares ISA, and here is what is pretty cool, and you can see a few more details. So this is my stocks and shares ISA. You can see the account value and the return since I've opened it. You get this graph so you can see your growth over the years, so 6 months, 1 year, and if I then finally go all time, I've had this for years and years, so you can see it looks pretty good, doesn't it, over the last 6 or 7 years. Scrolling down, you can then see your ISA allowance. You can then see the funds you're actually invested into. For me, this is of course the FTSE Global All Cap. This is also a little mini portfolio update, as I mentioned. So you're getting a 2-for-1 deal here: the new app and a portfolio update. You can see I'm essentially 100% invested into the FTSE Global All Cap, and then right at the bottom is transactions. And if you then click into that, you can then obviously scroll down and see your transactions over the years. So coming back to the things that Vanguard say you can do in the app, you can check your account on the move, which is literally what I'm doing here. You can buy or sell funds or set up a monthly payment. So doing that, you would come down to invest, hit invest, and you could either then single payment or set up a recurring monthly payment. And if you hit sell, you can then once again sell part of your fund if you wanted to, although of course, as a long-term passive investor, I will never be selling. You can also see your transactions as I showed you right at the bottom. And then finally, you can invest again into a fund. So I actually click into the FTSE Global All Cap. I can then see a little bit of the overview of the fund, scroll down and then hit invest again into this fund, and then once again make an investment into that specific fund. You can then see a bit more detail of the funds you're invested into. So I'll show it on the screen here: your fund performance, the fund overview, the past performance. Of course, one limitation you've probably realized is you can't actually search for funds. So I only invest into the FTSE Global All Cap on Vanguard. So it means I can only see that fund information on the app. I can't go searching for the Life Strategy 80 or the VUSA because I've only invested into the FTSE Global All Cap. So that's another limitation of the app. But yeah, I mean, overall, the app looks pretty clean. It's obviously basic, but it's easy to understand, easy to get about. It does exactly what Vanguard said it would do on their website. And yeah, that essentially is the app. Hello? That's my stocks and shares ISA. I interrupt this video just for a few seconds to let you know that I can help you both on a one-to-one basis and through my investing masterclass. If you're interested in either, let me know and I'll send you more details. You need to get your money working for you, and both of these services I offer are to help you understand investing, be confident in investing, and most importantly, actually get started with investing. But anyway, let me carry on speaking to stocks and shares ISA. Yep, what'd you say, mate?
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
So what can't you actually do in the app? As we mentioned, drawdown pensions, live ETF trading. You also can't see other funds that you don't invest into. And yeah, there's of course a few less features and functionality compared to the website, although the website itself is a bit basic. But ultimately, it does really, I think, what you need it to do as a long-term passive investor. So what are the pros and cons? You probably know what they are already, as we've discussed the sort of app through the video. The main pro is that it's basic, but I personally really like it. I'm not someone that stares at charts all day and draws lines, so I don't really need some sort of tech-savvy, amazing app. It really is basic, but does what you need it to do, which essentially for me is just check my portfolio value rather than having to log into the website. You can also do the important things like set up an automatic investment, make another investment, as we've said, see your portfolio value. And because there's obviously not much on the app, it's really simple and easy to use and get about it. The cons, and this is the same, is because once again, it's basic. So for me, the basic thing is a pro, but for you, it may be a con. There's of course not as much functionality as the website, and also nowhere near as much functionality or features compared to other investing apps like Trading 212 and Hargreaves Lansdown, where you can do a load of stuff in those apps. But I quite like that it's basic. I'd even go as far to say, I used to say to people it's a good thing that there wasn't an app available, which I'll now of course have to stop saying. But the fact that there wasn't an app meant that there was a bit of friction to actually having to get your laptop out or go onto Chrome on your phone, type in your password. It was a bit of a manual nuisance to log into Vanguard's website, which I think is good because as long-term passive investors, you want to check your investments as little as possible, automate them, and then buy and hold for the long term. And I think without an app, there's less chance you check it and less chance you panic. With an app, it's great. Definitely download it, give it a go. You can now check your portfolio more easily, but of course, I would still just say adhere to those long-term passive investing, buy and hold principles, and don't start buying and selling like mad now just because there's an app. Still stick to your investment approach, strategy plan, buy and hold for the long term. And that wraps up the Vanguard UK app, a quick run through. I hope it's been useful. If you've got any questions, let me know. If you want me to try anything in the app, let me know as well. I can give it a go and then report back to what happens. I'll keep an eye on this. If there's any big updates, I'll make another video. But yeah, download the app, give it a go. Let me know what you think. It is basic, but it does the main things it needs to do, in my opinion. No doubt they will update it and improve it as time goes by. But yeah, that's in this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.